and actual cops went to school. Did he become a cop? No. Of course, anytime a cop does something wrong, we're going to pretend that he wasn't a cop anymore, huh? No, the cops who harmed me were still police officers when they harmed me. Now, of course, there's one of the girls had her fingers nearly cut all the way off. And apparently that is a heroic act. Defending yourself is a heroic act. It's not considered a heroic act when I defend myself. If I defend myself, I'm a horrible monster. If I defend myself, then I deserve the punishment, don't I? Fuck you, pieces of shit. You know, here's the thing. There's a good chance that guy had to kill all 4 of those people. There's a very good chance of that. I mean, let's take a look at the situation. We have 3 pretty females, and we all know that pretty females in the United States are taught that they should be allowed anything that they want right when they want it. What are the chances that these people engaged in cruelty against this man? They're actually pretty goddamn good. You know what? There's a point when it's okay to fucking shoot back. Now, whether Kohlberger did it or not, I don't care. You know, there's 4 people, or 4 families who lost a loved one. Then again, we're not busy showing the truth. We're not busy sharing Kohlberger's side, are we? No, we're only hearing one side. We're only hearing media slander. The media can't agree on the color of shit. This whole Kohlberger thing is a bunch of conflicting information from the media, and you guys are making your decisions based on this conflicting information. It can't all be true. Next thing you know, they're going to say all 3 of them women were cross-dressers, and they were only attacked because Kohlberger found out one of them had a penis after a date. Is that likely to happen? No, but it's a possibility. Of course, all 3 of them women look like actual women to me. Of course, I've been fooled too. I've known some pretty darn good-looking women that turned out to be men. Now, was I attracted to these women? No, I'm not attracted to women at all. I'm also not attracted to men. Not sexually, anyway. Here's the problem, is that nobody bothered to find out if the things being said about me were true. They didn't care if they were true. I post up the whole truth. And these web sleuth groups, what do? They pull out little bits and pieces. See, that's the thing about having all these fucking scammers on my friends list. When these web sleuth groups just want to slander somebody's fucking name, they're not going to bother with asking the fucking victim. I am the fucking victim, goddammit. I am the victim. I am the victim. Natalie Bollinger was not my victim, I was hers. Tim Beeson was not my victim, I was his. Ted Bollinger was not my victim, I was his. Waylon Lolatai was not my victim, I was his. And all of these people get away with it because you hate men. You hate whites. You hate the homeless. Kohlberger matters. I don't. Why? Because Kohlberger probably killed somebody. You know, the evidence that they're claiming that they have, I don't believe them. They might have it, they might not. The media lies, so do the cops. Now this girl losing some fingers. You stick your hand up when somebody's slashing at you. You're going to lose some fingers. That's not a heroic fucking act. In order for it to be a heroic act, you'd have to be defending someone else. Protecting someone else. That's what constitutes a heroic act. Defending yourself isn't heroic. It's necessary. It's preservation of life. And fuck the United States believing that people shouldn't be allowed to defend themselves if they're poor. That it's okay to deny them their rights as a human being if they're poor. That it's okay to harm them financially, physically, and sexually if they're poor. Fuck this goddamn country and everyone in it. Here we are, you guys want to pretend that because I smoke pot that I'm some sort of big meth junkie. Meanwhile, pot's legal in the places I smoke it. It's legal. L-E-G-A-L. But then again, do I smoke all day, every day? No. Do I go blowing it in people's face? No. That's one of the things that these predators do to try to discredit you, claim that you're on drugs. Meanwhile, it's been proven that Natalie Bollinger was on drugs. Meanwhile, people would listen to that fucking druggy whore, and she was a whore. Don't get anything confused in that situation. She absolutely was a whore. She sold her body for drugs. Her father also sold her body for drugs and for vacation. For anything that he could get benefit out of. And you guys want to pretend like I'm a horrible person because I spoke up about that. Oh, you shouldn't have told her secrets. No, I should have. I absolutely should have. I kept her secrets for almost a year. Wait, no, I kept her secrets for over a year. I didn't expose her father until December of 2017. That was over a year after this bullshit first started. Now, there's a bunch of idiots who get on here and fucking type ignorance at me and stupidity and, oh, I know how you feel, Sean. Shut the fuck up. No, you don't. If you would shut the fuck up and listen, you might. But you're busy being the peanut gallery. Are you here to harass me? Are you here to blow smoke up my ass? Or are you here to fucking help? Are you here to get help? Then you need to help others. If you're going to tell me about your fucking problems while I'm trying to get help with mine, if you want help with yours, then ask for the fucking help, but also give as well as you fucking receive. I don't need smoke blown up my ass. If you're too much of a bitch to stick up for your fucking self, that's on you. If the best that you can do to pretend like you're going to defend yourself is get on my fucking channel and fucking complain about your goddamn life, how about instead of typing at me about your goddamn life, how about you grow some fucking balls? How about you fucking call me? How about you actually tell your fucking story? Now, there's one lady, she's got her own channel, and she tells her story on her channel, but she doesn't speak up for anyone else. She doesn't speak up about how wrong it is to do to other people. She's only focused on her. When she gets on my channel, again, she's only focused on her. She's not trying to help any of the other people. None of you do. It's all about you. Any friend who tells you to let it go or blows you off when you're being abused is not a friend. When I say I have no friends, I mean no friends. I had fake people who took advantage of me because they saw a benefit in it. When I hurt my back in 2015, yeah, that's when I realized I didn't have any real friends. That's also when Natalie came into my life. Natalie Bollinger and Maddie Boa. Now these web sleuth groups, do they show how infatuated Natalie was with me? Do they show the conversations between Natalie and I, or do they just pull out one little piece that they can twist out of context to make me a fucking target? How many of my friends bothered to find out what the fuck was going on? After years and years and years of pretending that they're my friends but blowing me off, why did Caitlin Tatum know jack shit? Because we weren't real friends. I don't go drinking with her. I'm not fucking her. I don't matter. And that is what it comes down to. You have no idea how many men and women have stabbed me in the back over a penis or a vagina. Ventus and Stephanie both stabbed me in the back over a penis and vagina. Stephanie stabbed me in the back over Ventus's penis. Ventus stabbed me in the back over Stephanie's vagina. Neither one of them were interested in helping me. Now you guys don't pay any attention to these people's actions. Between their words and their actions didn't meet up with their words, did they? Instead of coming to help me, they just wanted to hang out and fucking talk shit about everybody else. That's not help. Wanted to make everything about them. That's not help. Wanted to ignore me so that Stephanie could cheat on her husband. That's not help. 6 years I've been going to the internet to try to get help because going to my friends and family didn't help. They didn't fucking care. Going to the police didn't help. They didn't fucking care. Going to mental health didn't help because they didn't fucking care. Here's the problem. None of these people cared about the abuse. None of them cared about any of the assaults or the threats against me and my friends and family. Now, if these people who are claiming that their lives were being threatened were lying to me, that needs to be brought up in court. The fact that I had to trust internet nut jobs and police officers who had a history of abuse against not only myself, but many, many others. And I had to go in alone. I had to trust people. I don't trust anybody for a reason. Christine Bouhit was all gung-ho about helping me. The moment she got housing, she stabbed me in the back. Made sure to destroy a whole bunch of evidence. Oh yeah, and then she ended up dead. Good riddance. None of this has anything to do with that Kohlberger feller. Well, it really does. It has to do with media. The media tells you what to think and what to feel. And you're dumb enough to believe them. When they blame everything on the homeless people and blatantly ignoring the homeless people and their plight. We are victimized physically and financially until we have nothing. And then we can't get anything because we've been destroyed as a human being. You have slandered our names to the point that we can't even get a fucking job where we're going to get paid enough to fucking live on. We can't pass a background check because you railroad us in court. We're not allowed any fucking rights. Now, we've had 3 of these nut job groups make Natalie Bollinger things this week, and none of them told the truth. None of them bothered to tell the truth. None of them cared that it's the truth. They care about ratings and entertainment and making money. But they have the ability to do that. I don't have that ability. And you guys assume just because somebody else has the training to be able to do something, that means that I should be able to do it by just snapping my fingers without any of the resources to do so. I'm going to say something outright that you guys probably aren't going to like me for. All of the people that Kohlberger supposedly killed had it coming, every one of them. They all deserved to die. They're dead because they deserved it. They deserved it. That doesn't feel good to hear that, does it? I wonder if anybody's going to send this to those people's families for them to hear it, that they deserved it. Oh, and you always want to talk about how nice and sweet and how caring these people were in life. Are you sure? Maybe you should ask some of their victims, some of the people that they bullied. None of these people are fucking perfect. None of them. You want to pretend that pretty people are perfect and fat people deserve it. I've seen how women are treated on fucking TV and in the media. I've also seen what the law does. The law doesn't care about the law, they care about public opinion. Lawyers don't care about the law, they care about public opinion. Public pretenders don't care about the law, they care about public opinion. Judges don't care about the law, they care about public opinion. Police don't care about the law, they care about public opinion. And they all use the media to tell you what to fucking think. Natalie Bollinger is dead because she deserves to be dead. Now that depends on who you ask, I suppose. I absolutely love Natalie. She was good to me. She was my best friend for a time. But it wasn't love for her vagina. That's you fucking idiots. You want to pretend that you're not animals, but you are. You want to pretend it's not about sex, but then you show outright that that's all it's about. You don't care about others. You care about busting a nut. You care about one-upping the next guy. The way you treat disabled people and people who are different, especially pretty people. The better looking somebody is, the more likely they are to be an outright piece of shit to people who got nothing. But they're not the only ones who are gonna. There's also the idiots like Ed. People who think that if they try to bully or harass someone who's sticking up for themselves, that somehow they'll get magic attention, they'll get that magic vagina, they'll get fuck what they get. I'm tired of being abused because my predators play victim. And when I try to turn them into the law, I am forced to go to law enforcement who has already committed multiple felons against me. Multiple felonies. Scott DaCosta. I can't even count how many felonies he committed in the last 6 years. Sheriff Scott DaCosta and his deputies. This is not fucking okay. Those 4 people who are dead because they deserved it. Christine Buhit is dead because she deserved it. Stephen McMillian is dead because he deserved it. Janine Barrett is dead because she deserved it. Those 4 people that were killed in Idaho? I don't know any of them. I knew Janine Barrett and Christine Bouhit and Stephen McMillian. And of course, I knew Natalie Bollinger. Rory Jepson as well, and he's dead. Onyx is dead too. Anna Hunka, she's also dead. Now, according to you Christians, in your Bible, your book, your Jesus, they all deserve to die. Your book says it. It was written down in your Bible that your Jesus said that we're all going to die, because we are. It says we all deserve to die, matter of fact. And we do. I want you to imagine how horrible it would be to live forever, seeing every person that you've ever loved die. I've lived too long. I've lived long enough to see all of my heroes become villains. Every one of them. Y'all chose to be shitty people. And you choose to victimize anybody who speaks out. Not that it matters, you victimize them whether they speak out or not, now don't you? Admit it, you pieces of shit. Good to be rid of you. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper and no victim left behind.